Great Bible Stories presents David and Goliath. In the valley of Elah, two great armies faced each other, that of the Philistines and that of the Israelites, led by King Saul. For many years and through many battles, each side stood, neither able to claim the great victory that would end the conflict. The Philistines were idol worshippers and bowed to many gods, but the Israelites prayed only to their Lord, whom they knew was the one true God. The Israelites wanted the Philistines out of their land so they could worship God in their own way. One day, there was a great stirring in the Philistine camp. The Israelites watched in amazement. A great warrior, 10 feet tall, clad in bronze armor, and carrying an enormous spear, broke from the Philistine ranks and strode toward the Israelites. "I am Goliath," he thundered across the valley. "Let one of you come and fight me if he dares. Then this war will be decided by single combat." For two champions to fight instead of thousands of men would save many lives, the Israelites knew. But where would they find any one man who could stand up against this giant? In the Israelite army, there were 3 brothers. Their aged father, Jesse, sent their youngest brother, David, to bring them food. Young David was in the camp one morning when Goliath issued his challenge. "Who's this Philistine who dares to defy the army of God?" the boy David asked. "I will fight him." But the grown man of the camp, even David's brother, scoffed at him. But David persisted until his words reached King Saul himself.
"You're only a boy," said the king. "We cannot let a boy go against a giant."
But David insisted. "When I watch over my father's sheep, I rescue the lambs of any wild beast that carries them off. I know that God will give me the strength to defeat this Philistine too." At last, the king gave in. He offered David his own armor and weapons to use against Goliath. But the boy found the king's armor too large and heavy. "I will fight with my own weapons in my own way," he declared. He took his slingshot, a stick, and his shepherd's bag. As David approached the valley, he stopped at the dried-out riverbed. Stooping down, he picked up 5 smooth stones and put them in his bag. Then he went forth to face Goliath. The giant shook with laughter when he saw David. "Is Israel too short of men that they send me a boy to fight me?" Goliath mocked. He walked towards David, still mocking and insulting him as he prepared to kill the boy. David reached into his bag, drew out one of his stones. As Goliath got closer, David raised his slingshot. The stone hit Goliath in the forehead, and the giant tumbled toward the ground. David bent down quickly and with Goliath's own sword, cut off the giant's head and brought it to King Saul. The people loved David, and Saul grew jealous of David's popularity. David loved Saul, even though they eventually fought and became enemies, but David was God's chosen and became the king of Israel. David was one of the greatest kings ever to rule anywhere in the world. He was not only a warrior, but a poet who wrote many of the beautiful Psalms in the Bible. David was also a mighty builder. He made Jerusalem his capital city and brought it much splendor. People call Jerusalem the city of peace, the city of David. Great Bible Stories presents David and Goliath.